Not all treasure is buried. Some of it's hiding right under our noses. At Golden Finds, we chase the forgotten, the vintage, the one-of-a-kinds, and bring them back to life. Every piece has a past. Here, it gets a second chance. Welcome to Golden Finds, where every find tells a story. Welcome everyone to another thrifting session here on Golden Finds. This is Daniel, your host for all things thrifting, and we are back at it again for more thrifting in Orange County Goodwill stores. So come along and enjoy the walkthrough, and let's see what we find out in the runway. Since Easter has passed over, we have so many items hitting the Goodwills right now. So these are all of Target's collection pieces from this year. As you can see, these were all part of the Threshold collection. And we get all of the liquidation items from Target. So we're getting all of the Easter items that they did not sell. This basket was in a weird spot right here. I really love this. It's perfect for Halloween. I love this. You don't really see baskets like this, especially for Halloween. But this is always a clear reminder to be on the lookout in every aisle at the thrift store, because as you can see, we're in the knickknack section and that basket should be in the basket section. These are really fun. They're really cool for 4th of July. I really loved all of these ornaments. I think someone must have had an ornament tree full of 4th of July decor. I think that these head busts would be such a cool DIY for Halloween. What do you guys think? They definitely give off that creepy factor. This is a vintage piece by UNESCO, and it is part of the collection from Old Coach House by Woolhampton, and it is a picture. I truly love teapots, and I wanted to give you all a little bit of history about the teapot. Teapots were first invented in China during the Yuan dynasty from 1279 to 1368, when tea preparation evolved from powdered to steeped leaves. The earliest known teapots were made from Yixing clay, prized for its ability to enhance the flavor of tea. By the 16th century, as tea drinking spread to Europe via trade, so did the teapot. Europeans began creating their own versions, often from porcelain or silver, influenced by Chinese designs but adapted to Western tastes and tea customs. This was a beautiful nativity set. I was super happy that all of the pieces were included, because most of the times you always have one or two pieces or more missing from the entire set. Spotted this right away, and I knew this would be such a perfect decorative piece for the 4th of July. These really caught my eye right away. They're so unique and so interesting. I knew right away that they were some type of art sculptures, and that is what they are naming them when I Google lensed it. And basically, they're abstract figures and they're different poses of a golfer. As you can see, the figure is holding a golf club. So that was such an interesting collection to come across. Huge shout out to all of our troops who are serving our country. We appreciate you today and every day. I always find a little piece here and there while thrifting that always reminds me of Bella, like this little box right here with the golden retriever puppy. Super cute. Do you have a serving platter or have one like this for Thanksgiving where you serve your turkey? Well, serving platters have been used since ancient times as essential tools for presenting and sharing food. The earliest versions date back to ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, where large flat dishes, often made of metal, pottery, or stone, were used during feasts and communal meals. In the medieval period, though, especially among the wealthy, platters started to become more elaborate, crafted from silver or pewter, and often engraved or decorated to showcase status. I love amber bottles, but this is actually a faux amber bottle. Can you believe it? It's absolutely fake. It's only painted with an amber color to make it look like it's supposed to be amber glass, but it's actually not true amber glass. It's originally from Target, part of the Hearth and Hand collection. Poor thing. Looking at things like this while thrifting makes me super sad because I know that no one is going to pick this up because of the fact that it is broken. Now, I do buy some items that I love, although they might be chipped or have a rough condition. I know what their fate is if they do not end up being purchased. They'll be tossed around to different Goodwills where they will attempt to try to sell it at a different store, and in the process it might end up getting even worse in condition. So if it's something that I truly love and it doesn't, bother me too much that it's imperfect, then I definitely will purchase it and bring it home with me. Now, I found this little piece right here. It's a little decorative wall art piece. Gather a bouquet of nice things each day by Holly Hobby for only 99 cents. I always come across these candle pumpkins or pumpkin candles from Pottery Barn. I always find them while thrifting, and now that I'm no longer decorating for the fall, I really don't see the purpose in buying them, but I was always trying to decide whether or not I should purchase them because I think they were such a great deal. They definitely are super expensive. Pottery Barn is definitely a pricey brand, and I always came across them, so I figured I should start collecting them. But now that I have ultimately decided not to decorate for the fall, there's actually no need for me to buy them anymore. I really love this. It looks very vintage inspired. It's only $1.99. That's definitely a great price. Start each day in a happy way. What truer words? This is also a Holly hobby piece. And like I said, no truer words. Always start your day happy. Don't start with a frown. Don't start with anger. Just try to set the tone for your day and start out being happy. This 2-liter bottle was also really cool. I really loved all the mushrooms. This was also a really cool tin. I really loved all of these looks. It definitely could work for the 4th of July at $1.99. That was not bad. Now, I don't know the situation about this whole collection because it is a complete set. There's mugs, there's bowls, there are just plates and everything with the same style, and it's monogrammed Christie. So I'm thinking this was the person's name, the owner. But as you can see, the mugs were 99 cents. These are all made in Mexico. So I can just imagine how much it must have been to have either shipped all this back home or if they brought it with them during their trip. Having to carry all this entire set was insane. But it was so pretty to look at. I was super excited to see this art print again. Now, I have already thrifted this in a much smaller version, and it's a golden retriever. So yes, Bella is always following me around, and I was so happy to see this again. I absolutely love the one that I found. It's a much smaller size, but it's exactly the same print. This is one of the main reasons why I absolutely love this location in the city of Santa Ana. They have the most best artwork pieces. I absolutely was in awe with this one right here, Duck and Ducklings. Oh my gosh, I really love this moody frame. The art print was just everything, and it wasn't bad. It was $7.99 and was quite large. If you are in need of any artwork for your home, I definitely recommend that you come to this location if you are in Orange County or traveling to California. And I really recommend you visit this store because it definitely has such a variation of different artwork pieces, and I'm sure you're going to find something that you will love. I posted this on Instagram. If you follow me, then you saw that I found this when I found it thrifted, and it's been like a few weeks since then. And it was such a interesting and unique piece, definitely political. And I know that a lot of you loved it, but unfortunately, I did not pick it up. I definitely wish I would have. That way, if anyone was interested, I definitely could have picked it up for them.
Good afternoon, Goodwill shoppers. The brand new color of the week is blue, while blue tags and all blue fasteners throughout the store are 50% off. And once again, we have just brought out fresh products, makeup from department stores. They are located up front.
Speaking of Instagram, if you have an Instagram account, I would love to follow me. You will sometimes see a lot of the items that I find while thrifting during the weekend before they make it out into a video. I'll go ahead and add my Instagram handle right now, and you're more than welcome to head on over and give me a follow. This was a cool cat sculpture. I think it was spray painted gold, or it might have been like that, but very unique. These are by Susan Paley, and they're made by the brand Gans. I don't know why these are very popular. Personally, in my opinion, they're not the most nicest looking things. They carry so many different designs in this style of like this almost like hand-drawn style of the women. I'm not a super fan of it. I think it kind of looks a little bit creepy in my opinion, but a lot of people like it, and I think it does resell also very well. It really pains me not being able to pick up any of these beautiful, gorgeous furniture pieces. Look at this one right here. It's gorgeous. This is another reason why I really love this location as well, because you're going to find a lot of bulky furniture and they're usually very fairly priced. Like look at this one right here, this buffet with the cabinets, and it was quite large, but it was so gorgeous. And I don't think it was bad for the price. It was only $49. So, I mean, it's real wood, you know, pieces like this are super hard to come by. So I absolutely love it. And I even fell more in love with this vinyl record. So this is a vinyl record vintage of Sleeping Beauty by Walt Disney. And the movie Sleeping Beauty is like one of my most favorites. I absolutely love it. One of my top most favorite Disney films. Now this right here was definitely very interesting. So it looks like it was one of those vintage trees, but it came in parts. So it's missing a lot of pieces, but it was such a large piece and there were only two pieces. There were definitely a few to make it more stacked up, but it was super interesting. I think those were the markings that you saw were the name of the mold, but I couldn't quite see it too well on the camera. But it was so interesting. I cannot even imagine how it would have looked all pieced together. The pieces again were super, super large, so you would definitely need a big space for it. I think I stood literally for over 10 minutes trying to decide whether or not to pick these up. These are Department 56 ornaments. They are in the shape of a Christmas vintage light bulb, and they were each priced at $2.99. And I just kept going back and forth, deciding whether or not to pick them up. It was such a hard decision, but that's definitely going to be one of my honorable mentions. That's something that I definitely would have picked up, but I decided to ultimately leave them behind just because I couldn't really get a clear idea how I would utilize them. These are super cute. They're small and you could stack them, and this would be great for a 4th of July decor idea. What a unique and creative idea. I have never seen this done before. So they grabbed this Raydon mug and painted all of these cool designs. Now, how creative is this? $3.99. I think they did such an amazing job making it look so colorful with all those designs. Then there were these Raydon Halloween plates, $2.99. We are reaching the end of our walkthrough. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below if anything caught your eye, and make sure to stay until the very end to see if anything made it home from our thrifting session today. I hope that you all enjoyed the runway, and now we're gonna go ahead and share what actually made it home. You guys, it's quite a haul, so I'm gonna jump right into it. These are like the best times when you thrift and you bring back so many goodies. I know that I've said that sometimes you don't have to, but it's just the best feeling when you find some really amazing things that you want to purchase. You know, you don't have that hesitation feeling of whether you should leave it behind or take it home. And these were all just clear winners, so I'm super excited to share with you guys. So first of all, let's get some of the decor first. So I picked up this tin box. So this is like a container, a tin box container, and I want to say it's a little bit vintage. I'm not sure of how old it might be, but it was only $1.99, which I think is a really great price, and it has all of this scenery that combines like a carousel, drums, the American flag. So I knew right away that this would be perfect for the 4th of July. So let me give you guys a close-up. That's how one side looks. This is how the sides look. I think I'm going to keep it this way. Wherever I style it, I think it's definitely going to go into the hutch. I'm going to keep it like this so you only see this. I don't really feel like this so much will scream 4th of July. More this definitely does. So this made it home, and then this is how it looks like at the top. And only at $1.99, that was really a great deal. And it's such a large tin too, so I could always utilize it for actual storage when I put away my 4th of July decor. Then the other item that made it home that is holiday themed were the little bowls. Now these really aren't per se, you know, holiday themed, but I'm going to make them holiday themed because I'm going to stack them up like this. And they are red and white and blue. They're all striped. The little one was at 99 cents. Then the larger one was $1.49. And these are from the Terramoto ceramic collection. And these are just perfect. They're little dishes, you know, they're meant to be for whatever reason, to hold food or little things when you're cooking or serving for a party. And I'm going to stack them like this, and it's going to make such easy decor wherever I put it in. Pretty much the hutch is going to house a lot of the decor for the 4th of July. And then the other holiday item that I picked up, which was absolutely perfect, you guys, when I saw this, I knew right away. I knew right away that it had to come home with me at only $1.99, this little cardboard box. So it's made out of cardboard, heavy cardboard, and just look at how cute this is. Absolutely fell in love with it. It has the USA on the sides with stars. Super adorable. And again, only $1.99, which that's a really great deal. But how cute is this? I cannot wait to decorate for the 4th of July, which will be happening soon. Other decor that made it home are these little orange, little ceramic pieces. I want to say, I'm going to call them like little trinket boxes. They're literally little, just little tiny jars, if you want to call them a jar. $2.99 each. I felt they were a little bit pricey. Maybe if they were $2.49, you know, just a few cents off, or maybe even at $2 at $1.99 each, I think would have been a great price. But I only picked up 2. There was a total of 4, but all the other ones had imperfections. And I didn't want to commit to bringing so many of them home. These were like in the best condition, although they have like a few little chips here and there. And it's supposed to be a little orange. And I think these might have been, you know, brought maybe from, I want to say like a souvenir from travel. It says that they're made in Italy. It's handwritten. So this is definitely like someone's handmade art, I think. And it's just a little orange. The reason why I really gravitated towards this was because I wanted to pay a little bit of homage to my county, like where I live. So I live in Orange County. I was born and raised in Orange County. My hometown is La Habra, for any of those of you who are local to here in California. But I live now in Anaheim. So Anaheim, mostly all of Orange County is named Orange County because mostly it was overran by orange groves. So this is just a cute little homage to pay, you know, towards that. And I only picked up 2, and these will definitely go into the hutch once I bring in the regular decor, not any of the seasonal, you know, when we have that period when we don't have anything going on with the holidays. I also picked up the amber bottle. This thing is absolutely stunning. I love this color. But I mean, this isn't real amber glass. It's literally just painted because you can see the scrapes and it's revealing the clear glass. So it's just the cheap version, if you want to call it that. It was $5.99. It was originally $24.99. It's part of the Hearth and Hand with Magnolia large amber glass bottle. It's a 2.7 liter. And I think this is just going to be for Halloween. I'm going to use it for Halloween, possibly year-round decor in the hutch. Not quite sure. It might be going at the very, very top, but I have an idea for Halloween, so I'm keeping an eye out for these type of colored bottles because I am going to be doing some type of potion station that you can pick up items at the market. So it's going to be a spooktacular market when it comes to Halloween. So this one made it home with me. And then the other holiday decor item is the Santa. This stand-up is super adorable. I love this look. Now it is glued with a bunch of glitter on here. It's sealed up. But other than that, it's in really great shape. It was only $1.99, which I think was actually a really great deal for something like this. And this is just, again, a stand-up decor piece. You can place it somewhere like on the corner of a room or on a hutch as well, just somewhere that can, you know, fit it. Or just have it anywhere standing up where you want to decorate or add a little bit of touch of Christmas. So it's definitely giving off that vintage Santa, kind of like old school. So this definitely had to come home. Now, of course, a candle had to come home as well. This one smells so good, you guys. It's brand new. It is part of the Bath & Body Works Emily in Paris collaboration that they did. And it's Champagne in Paris. So cute. I love the packaging on the outside. The jar, the glass jar is so cute. Champagne in Paris and black and white lettering. It was $4.99 and it's completely brand new. It was never used. And it smells absolutely amazing. So Champagne Spritz, Elderberry Fizz, Lily of the Valley are the fragrance notes on this. So I thought it was a good deal because it's brand new as well. Now, the other thing that I was super thrilled that I picked up was the vinyl record. Oh my gosh. I was super happy, super excited because Sleeping Beauty is one of my absolute favorite Disney films from the classic era. And I just was ecstatic because look at how cool this is. I love this vintage artwork that they did for the film. This is an actual image that they've used to promote the movie back in the 50s. And it was like this exactly. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful painting of Aurora. And I am so happy that they, you know, reproduced it into the cover of this vinyl record. So it has 2 sides. It has all of the songs that are memorable from the film. But of course, my very most memorable one is Once Upon a Dream. That's like my most favorite. And then also, let's see. Also, like the ending, the theme at the end that you see, the finale. That's like one of my most favorites. But they don't have the actual song that she sings, which is weird. Oh, no, they do. Once Upon a Dream. So yeah, that's one of my favorites too, where Aurora actually sings it too. So this was amazing. I love this. I want to treasure it very well because it is unfortunately completely like ripped. So they did use tape to hold the actual vinyl record folder in place. So I have to be very, very careful, but I absolutely was thrilled, super thrilled. And the last thing that made it home with me is super large, so let me grab it. Now, this is one of those scenarios where you really fall in love with something, but then you're like, where in the world are you going to place it in your home? And that's what happened with this piece. I did pick this up. I'm not kidding you, gagging. My mouth hit to the floor when I saw this, and I knew right away it had to come home. This print or artwork piece is gorgeous. Not a big super fan of the frame that comes with it, but we can make do. It is a dark color. But I just love this. This is a duck and her ducklings. I'll give you guys a closer look. But it says Forrest's series of the Mothers, Part 3, Duck and Ducklings, from the original picture by Herring. And I'm trying to see a little bit more of information on here. I can't really make out. It says 1854. It looks like when it's the original artwork that was done. This is, of course, a reproduction. Let me give you guys a little bit of a close-up without the glare. It's really hard. But that's how it looks like. It's super adorable. And it's quite large. As you can see, it covers up almost the entirety of my front door right here at the top. So it's a very, very large piece. This was $7.99, and it was someone's gift. As you can see here on the backing, someone gifted this to someone. So it says Cindy and Jack Forever XOXOXO, October 19, 1985. Love, I think this says Janet and Bruce. So this is from 1985. So I was just like, oh my gosh. I absolutely love it, you guys. And I love this because it goes with the theme of my home. And I cannot wait to find a space for it. I'll have to wait and see if I'm able to actually style it here in my home, or if it's going to be one of those pieces that will have to end up being placed away until we have a larger home. Which, you know, me and Joe are always talking about it. We are going to keep our townhome. We're not going to sell it off. We're going to rent it out. That's, you know, the plan for the future, to rent it out, get that extra income. You know, you never want to sell property in California, especially if you live in California and you are paying into your property, you know, and you're able to pay it off. Then you want to keep whatever property you find in California, because property in California is crazy high expensive. So that's our plan. And then, you know, we're going to get a home, a larger home, max 3-4 bedroom home. I want a big backyard for Bella. That's like one of my must-haves. I have to have a backyard for her. I really hate that we don't have any room here in the townhome. She's literally been an indoor dog for her entire life. Only when we take her on walks, or sometimes if I go out into the patio to barbecue, you know, she has that time to spend outdoors. And also, you know, I have a lot of things. I want a pantry, I want a spare bedroom, so that way, that's why I want 4 bedrooms, so that way I can have a room to film in and keep everything in there so it's out of sight. And then I said pantry. I want a big garage for all the decor, because I have a lot, so that's a lot of stuff that has to be stored away. There's just so many things that I want in our future home, and it's hard. I'm definitely gonna have to, you know, just give in on some of the things, some of the requests that I want. Unfortunately, I won't probably be able to get everything in a home that I want, but we're gonna try our best, right? But anyway, I do hope that you guys enjoyed the haul. As always, as customary, let me know in the comments down below what item was your favorite from the haul, Or if you saw anything from the walkthrough that did not make it home with me, what was it and why would you pick it up for yourself? I will see you on our next thrifting adventure. I hope you have a wonderful day whenever you guys are watching this. Bye everyone and happy thrifting. Make sure you're out there finding the unexpected.